Hello world, Billy here again, and today we're going to be reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen chapter 262. So in 261, we finally got the confirmation that Yuta ate Kenny's brain, gained his curse technique, and was able to take control using Kenny's curse technique of Gojo's body. So now Yuta is literally him. Yuta is Gojo, which is pretty cool. At the very end, we see that although sort of this interaction of depending on the constraints of Kenny's curse technique, whether or not Yuta's life, I guess, or presence, existence is going to expire after 5 minutes, or if it requires continuous casting of Kenny's technique. And since Yuta isn't currently in his own body, and since it's been officially confirmed that he has way more cursed energy than Gojo does, although Gojo has a higher efficiency because of 6 eyes, then it might be a bit difficult for him to essentially keep casting Kenny's curse technique so he can retain his existence within Gojo's body. But we're gonna have to see. At the very end of the chapter, we saw that Sukuna and Yuta cast domain expansion, and right now they're both, I guess, doing an open domain expansion, so without the physical barrier, well, at least for Gojo, without the physical barrier that he usually has. We also, I guess, important to note that at this point in time, Sukuna is quite heavily, I guess, wounded, and he's very restricted in terms of how often he can use cursed energy or RCT, I guess, to heal himself. And the depiction of his malevolent shrine actually indicates his physical state, which is something to sort of pay attention to. You can see it's sort of broken or in a tattered state, which indicates that he's also in a very bad shape. So just something to keep in mind moving on. But I'm pretty excited to see what happens in 262. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. And this depiction is so cool. Ryoiki Tenkai Fukuma Mizushi. Okay, never mind. So it seemed like it was open, but it's actually closed. You can see Gojo's limitless void. It's unclosed. They're still going with Gojo as opposed to Yuta. Okay, yeah, so they did do, as I was sort of surmising last chapter, that I wonder if Gojo and Yuta had done body soul replacement training to sort of prepare Yuta for the possibility of making use of Gojo's techniques. Okay, so the exhaustion factor comes in again. So he's able to withstand from the outside, so it's not going to shatter, which means it's going to be weak to attacks from within, right? These guys are playing like 4D chess. He shaved off 99 seconds from the time limit by shrinking the effective range to make it more potent. Okay. To make it more potent, as in to increase the attack strength of his malevolent shrine on the outside of the luminous void domain. So you're left with what? 180 minus 99. So 71, or 81 rather, which is about 1 minute 21 seconds. Yep, less than 3 minutes. Comes down to the minute 121. Minute and 21 seconds. So yeah, so Rika is still present. Is that it? Sorry, Is that it? This is the entire chapter? Okay. Okay, well, I guess that was it. Yeah. Well, that was a rather fast chapter, I guess. Yeah, but I mean, it's down to the wire, but... So Sukuna is able to bypass Limitless using domain amplification, which is something that I believe Jogo and Hanami were using against Gojo, right, back in Shibuya. But they were not able to make use of their curse technique while they were using domain amplification, but he obviously is able to, because he's Sukuna. And I'm not quite sure, based off of this panel, I believe maybe he was trying to use either red or blue, but perhaps it's still taking him a while to acclimate to Gojo's body, so he might not actually be able to make full use of Gojo's body, which is kind of sad. But he still has, a minute 21 seconds, so we'll see. And of course Rika is sad because her beloved is officially passed away, sadly. Yeah. Anyhow, this was a really good chapter. Well, fast chapter, but good chapter. Is just an in-between to what's to come in 263. Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next chapter. Peace out.